What's up, everybody? It's Joe. I'm lounging on my couch. It is icy here in Austin. And I want to get on and catch up a little bit on my vlogs. I'm a few days behind. So, let me catch up. Concept that my friend and I have been talking about. I have a friend I talk every day, or we text every day, and we call once a week. He used to live here in Austin, but he moved up to Portland. May he Rex in peace, because that's his name. And we were chatting about how important it is to give yourself some flexibility. I have lost a lot of weight. And actually, that's not true. I've lost a lot of fat and gained muscle. My weight's about the same. Actually, I've gained weight. But I've gained more muscle than fat. I've actually lost fat, and I've gained muscle. So, I'm in a much better place. And in the process, what I did was I counted calories, and I worked out more, lifted heavier weights, did more of it, etc. And what I learned was that it's really important to give yourself some structure and give yourself some specifics you have to do. Now, the issue with going too far in that is that you need to... You need to mediate it. You need to moderate it. If you give yourself a ton of structure and no flexibility, then you're bound to rebound. It's the reason why... What's a good example? If you put too much pressure on yourself the moment that you break the very stringent rules, now the flooddoors are open and anything's possible. So, because you're not perfect. And it's really just being too perfectionistic. If you're too perfectionistic, say, if I was like, I'm never going to eat any sugar whatsoever, I can't have over 10% carbs in my diet, and I can't have any processed food whatsoever, only whole foods, then, while that might be a good thing for me, I'm putting a ton of pressure on myself. And the moment that I mess up, now the floodgates are open, and I can fuck up in so many ways. But if I'm more lenient on myself, not more lenient, that's a bad word for it, I'm more flexible, then I have an ability to, I'm not putting as much pressure on myself. And if I fuck up, then it's not black or white, it's a gray area. It's like, okay, in moderation, yeah, sure, maybe a little bit of sugar in moderation's okay, or maybe a little bit of carbs in moderation's okay, and then I'm not putting so much pressure on myself, adding extra stress, and if I do have a little bit of sugar, a little bit of carbs, then I'm giving myself some leeway, and that means I'm going to stick to it longer, and it's not like black or white. So that's the issue with black or white things. The issue with black or white things is that it tends to fail in the long term. It puts too much pressure on yourself. If you succeed, you stress yourself the fuck out in the process. If you didn't succeed, then now you probably binged. You binge more when you say you can't eat this, you can't eat that, and you put more pressure on yourself. You binge less when you have more flexible rules, because now it's not so much, you're not putting so much resistance on this spring that is now rebelling and jumping up once you stop putting pressure on that spring. You just have a spring right there sitting and not being compressed. So if you have goals in your life, have rules, have structure, but have a balance. It can't be all structure, and it can't be all leniency. You have to have some flexibility and structure. The right amount of structure. Not too much and not too little, just like Goldilocks. So I hope this helped you out. This little short one for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and share it with your friends on TikTok or Snap Text or whatever you kids use nowadays. Cheers.